Alrighty, good evening ladies and gentlemen, this is Harry Muppet. Welcome back to another Starcraft 2 Daily Masters. It's looking like it's going to be another awesome game. We're officially done with the American WCS Season 2 Premier League. We may still cast some more games, but running through the round of 32, we are done. We've finished it all, and we already did the Korean, the GSL before that, so now up to the European WCS Premier League round of 32, running through all of the players, seeing all of the games, well not all of the games, but seeing at least one game from each player is going to be awesome. So let's start off down the bottom left side of the map. It is Mr. Stephano. He is 21 years of age from France. Did I just say France? I meant to say France. He is from France, plays for the team Meltdown Esports. And yes, he is a very awesome player. Seen a quite fair bit of him in the past because he is of course a fairly awesome player. And his opponent up the top right side of the map, another player we have seen quite a bit, Mr. Welmu. He is 20 years of age from Finland and plays for the Neurosoft team. So very good stuff. Was there a bird? I just saw there's a bird. I thought that was my mouse cursor for a sec. And I was like, wait, my mouse cursor is moving by itself. This is not good, but it was just a little birdie. So, distraction over for the moment. Let's start focusing on the game. We've got the nice fast expansion down from Mr. Welmu. We've got the Cyber Core with the Gate Tech coming on out. We've got the expansion for Mr. Stephano. A Ling speed on the way. Looks like he's just going to be pumping out the workers nice and hard. And there's a truck outside of the road, and it's somehow vibing with the nice twangy Terran music in the background. It's not really twangy, but it's got that sort of old country home-baked feel to it. So yeah, it's very interesting stuff. Oh, the Lings managing to get in there to have a bit of a scout around. Unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, he's not going to be able to see anything there. There's nothing spectacular back here, except for a sentry, which is going to kill that little Ling, but I'm sure he's extremely happy not to have to deal with a Stargate or even an early Twilight Council is a very worrying building, but Stargate, of course, you got to deal with that. So yeah, it's going to be interesting, and this is actually very reminiscent of a game that we cast yesterday or the day before. I can't remember. It was Arthur versus, or it was Suppy, I think it was. Arthur versus Suppy. Arthur was Protoss up the top side, and Suppy was Zerg down the bottom side. And Arthur also went for a bunch of gates early on instead of some advanced tech. So yeah, very interesting, and it is turning out somewhat the same, but we'll see exactly how this game goes. And in that game, Arthur did go for some very early aggression off a 4-gate base, and then later on, after that, fell back. He pushed forward with a 7-gate instead, still off 2 bases, and when that got pushed back, he sort of never really recovered from that point. So we'll have to see. It looks like Welmu going for a completely different path, going for the early 3rd base. He's got a Zealot there. The Probe is going to get taken down, but the Zealot is there. And with that Zealot and the Mothership Core, there's no way they're going to be able to force this to cancel. It's just too much work for those little guys. And we've got Hallucinated Fiends coming out, having a bit of a scout. Ooh, does get taken out before it reaches the main base, but yeah. So, did he scout that that was a lair? No, did not scout that that was a lair. So that's important to know that that is a lair, of course. So maybe seeing another Hallucinated Phoenix coming down there to have a little bit of look. But for now, it's just sentries. Man, this guy's built a ton of sentries. Gas all over the place in these guys, but we'll have to see. We've got a very nice, look at this, 3 gateways and a cannon. This is the ultimate defense versus Lings. Doesn't do so well versus Roaches though, and the Roaches are coming in, and the gateway is going to go down, so he's going to have to move off. But with only sentries, I don't know what his chances are of actually taking stuff out. He needs to get those Stalkers out there. Manages to trap 3 of the Roaches, and with the Zealot soaking up all the damage, does take them all out. So very nice stuff. But yeah, long term, he definitely needs those Stalkers, and he is building them right now, which is fantastic. So yeah, he's got 3 gates. Sorry, he's got 7 gates now. He's got 3 Nexi. He's got a lot of potential. Stephano, on the other hand, though, is pushing out very, very hard. He's got the macro going extremely well. He's got a couple of spine crawlers coming down here just to be safe, and he does have swarm hosts, so looks like he's going to be putting the pain in the ass all over Welmu just for the hell of it. Stalker's coming in just before the spine crawlers come down. The Lings are going to slow him down a bit and getting in nice and close. Looks like the spine crawlers are going to fall, putting some nice force fields down to keep the Lings out, which is going to be great. It's also going to keep the Locusts out. I don't know if he realizes there are Locusts yet, but I think he's a potential possibility. If he keeps the force fields up, he might be able to snipe this hatchery. He just might be able to, and I'd really like to see him do it here, because that would be such a great move. There he goes. He's going to fall back a little bit. One more wave of force field should be enough to hold these guys off. There's not that much coming in, but better to be safe than sorry. Is he going to take these guys out? Yes, he does. The hatchery going down. The hatchery is down, and a swarm host just newly created does get killed right at the end. A whole bunch of Lings coming out, and that is a little bit scary, but for now he's going to hold. The sentries, of course, extremely good at destroying Lings, so that is going to be fine. But overall, Welmu not losing a lot of forces, and he managed to snipe the hatchery. And how many workers did he kill? Not a huge amount, but a decent amount. So now, Stephano in a bit of a situation. He's got some nice units in the swarm host, which he just produced, but his economy has just taken a severe hit. Didn't lose that many workers, but it is going to slow down his income for quite some time. And yes, he's just got to recover from this as best he can. Maybe seeing a fourth base coming down as well fairly soon, which I'd not be surprised about. But the Locusts are starting to come out, and Welmu instantly getting that robotics bay. Is going to be chumping out the Colossus as fast as he can, and hopefully it's enough to deal with these guys, because he's actually going to try and snipe this again. This is going to be fantastic, absolutely fantastic play from Welmu, forcing the cancel and just severely slowing it down. But he's starting to take some serious hits from the Locusts, and it is not looking all that good. So definitely, oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Welmu seems to be all over this game, doing some exceptionally good things, moving right into the worker numbers right there. The Zealots are going to hold on a little bit longer, because they are in a sort of line. It's hard for the Lings to actually sort of surround them and flank them. You see there's no Lings on the bottom side, but sheer weight of numbers eventually does take the Zealots down. They don't get all that many workers, but the distraction allows another cancel of the third base, and Stephano, man, he is just going to be absolutely screaming his head off right now. I would be so pissed off if I was in his position right now, because this third base has been destroyed for the third time right now. And look at this, we even got a fourth base coming up just for the hell of it. Stephano seems to have some sort of idea that there is something there. Maybe he's thinking about a flank onto the third base, but as soon as he sees a fourth base is there, he's going to be like, Christmas came early. And that is it. Free base destruction right there. A bunch of Lings heading off the rest of the forces. Not going to be able to do too much of a good job though, but does force the cancel. And that is it. Going to be trapping those Lings very nicely, and will take them out. Look at the Locust. Long range all the way. But yeah, I don't know. A bunch of Zealots coming in there, not going to be enough. And I have a feeling that after the third time this got knocked back, Stephano is not going to let it go down again. I don't think he can afford to let it go down again. He's at the 15-minute mark, and he is mining off 2 bases. And he's got to be running low on minerals on these 2 bases. So a third base is pretty much essential at this point, and a fourth base is extremely highly, you know, he needs it. He definitely needs a fourth base at this point, because, well, by the 20-minute mark, he needs a fourth base. If he's only got 3 bases at the 20-minute mark, he is going to be just as screwed as he is at the 15-minute mark with only 2 bases. So that is going to be how it is. Going to be a nice block up here. Single Zealot's going to be able to hold off. Link streaming across. There is going to be this cannon here, but they can go into the mineral line and just go hold position and destroy so many workers. So there we go. Very nice stuff. The Zealots are coming in. A whole bunch of Zealots, but the Lings, there's so many Lings. You see they're just doing hold position. They just move in there, hold position, and they attack whatever's close to them. And if you've got enough workers, enough Lings, sorry, they just destroy everything. Very nice timing on the cannons as well. All 3 of them going to be going down, and the Lings just getting the hell out of there. So it's very nice sprint over there. Meanwhile, a Night Oracle, actually. Where the hell did this Oracle come from? You're about 10 minutes late to the party, dude. You should have been here 10 minutes ago, but better late than never. However, he did go down. Worker count, 20 have been lost for Welmu, 12 for Stephano. So that little ditty with the lings that Stephano just pulled up, very, very nice. And we'll have to see, but he's trying to move in here again. And the Locusts are showing themselves. Only one Colossus at this point, and it is lagging behind a little bit. Oh, if the Locusts can snipe the Colossus, that would be the ultimate irony in this game, but it's not going to happen. More Hallucinated Phoenix going nuts. There are already Vipers out on the map for Stephano, so he knows exactly what the game plan is in this game. And with some very, very nice Viper play, he could easily turn this round and just start doing all sorts of horrible, horrible things to Welmu's army. But we'll see how it's going. He's actually moved the Stalkers out over here, trying to slip past the Locust, I think, is what he's trying to do. Maybe get some snipes. There's so many Swarm Hosts here. And yeah, they go. They managed to slip past. They blink in. Oh, they can take out a hatchery here. That's going to be beautiful. I think they're going to try and take out the hatchery. There's too many lings, though. They've got to get out of there. They've got to go up the high ground. There they go. They're up the high ground, but there is high ground vision. The Locust down the bottom doing so much damage. They got to fall back, but then the way is open, and the Stalker's getting out of there, barely surviving. That was some serious amount of damage. Meanwhile, Zealots coming in from the other side, but there are Spine Crawlers up, and the Locust in the right place at the right time, and the Zealots just nothing they can do. More Stalkers coming in here, just getting absolutely owned by the Locust. Stephano has set himself up a fortress here, and Welmu, while he did a great job in the early game, sniping this time and time and time again, is having more and more difficulty getting anywhere near any of Stephano's buildings. So it's a fortress at this point. Absolutely phenomenal. And well, he's got 4 bases. He's got a very, very decent economy. He's looking beautiful. But all of that doesn't mean squat if he doesn't know how to deal with the Swarm Host. So we'll have to see. He's getting a bunch of Tempests. He's getting a shitload of Tempests. Actually, 5 Stargates going nuts. That is massive 4-base Protoss economy for you. So he's getting a Mothership Core as well. He knows that it's basically air stuff, and on the air, Stephano is king right now. He's got the Locust, he's got Lings shoring up the gaps everywhere that he needs to, but in the air, he's looking very, very shaky. He's got no anti-air units so far. He's got Vipers, but they're pretty much whoop-whoop because they don't really do any damage. He needs something, and he knows he needs something, so you can see Double Spire coming out here. Oh, these guys coming in, the Spore Crawler coming in as well. Not going to do too much though. Does scare away the Warp Prisoner. Oh, did it destroy it? I think it may have destroyed it. And the Zealot's going down to mass Lings. I think we've seen the most Zealot kills by Lings ever in a game. Oh, look at this beautiful force field. Get in there, destroy the hatchery. You know it's a great idea. You know you have to do it. And there it goes. The force field play from Mr. Welmu so far has been phenomenal, but I'd really like to see a Mothership Core here to warp these guys out of there, because they're in a bad position right now. They are all going to die. And look at these Vipers just yanking these guys in. Just chain yanking them. There's no ground units to take them out, so it's just chain yanking them. It's like one of those, you ever seen those really, really annoying people walking their dog, and the dog just wants to sniff stuff, and the owner just keeps yanking them? It's like, no, I'm walking, you have to keep walking with me. And the dog's like, oh, come on, I want to sniff this, I want to sniff that, I want to sniff this. And it just keeps yanking them and yanking them. That's what it looked like. The Colossus just wanted to run off and, you know, smell the trees and, you know, maybe take a leak against a fire hydrant, and the Viper's just like, no, you're coming with me. I don't care. You're coming with me. Oh, another snipe. I don't know if he's going to make it happen here. There's too many Locusts, and there's not enough Stalkers. If they can outlast the Locusts, but no, there are Lings out there. Oh, I think he's going to make it. I think he's going to make it. Oh, it just gets destroyed. And suddenly, Stephano at the 23-minute mark is on 3 bases. And, oh man, look at this. Alright, no minerals. 2 mineral patches. Only fully mining base. Look at this income right there. That is phenomenally, devastatingly, horrifically awful for this point in the game, man. Stephano is running on crap at the moment. He's absolutely running on crap. He needs to get all his workers over there. He's got 21 out of 24, which is excellent. And it's going to help him. No, maybe this is it. Maybe this is just 1 base mining. Maybe this is as good as it gets. But look at this. Oh my god. 4 base Protoss macro. It's actually 5 base now because you've got this base over here. But freaking hell. What are his air upgrades looking like? 1-1, 2-2 on the way. He's also getting 2 shields. Wait, I've selected observer. It's actually 2-1-1. So, oh man. Stephano. What has Stephano got? He has got 8 corruptors. He's getting 4 more. Dude, I don't think it's going to matter. These guys aren't terribly good at destroying corruptors. I think corruptors are not bad at destroying these guys, but dude, that is just so much friggin' air units. He's capped out on these extremely expensive endgame units. He's taken it nice and easy. Stephano's still building lings. I don't know why. Maybe he's hoping to take out the macro or some kind of thing. But, oh man. Man, oh man, oh man. Just go in there. Look, the Colossus goes down. Stephano, man, you got a massive army. He needs to get in there. He needs to be a little bit more pressuring though. He's moving in slowly. He's being cautious. But there's a line between being cautious and just sort of not getting the job done. Oh, there we go. Moving them all in, dragging them into the corruptors. This is actually a very, very nice play. I like this play quite a bit. He's selected himself over a beautiful place, over the spore crawlers. Yanking them in does the extra damage. The Tempers are having a go. They are slowly destroying the corruptors, but the Tempers are going down as well. So he's doing a fairly decent job. And I think Welmu can keep pushing in. You can see he's getting a ton of Void Rays. They are going to be exceptional at destroying the corruptors. So I think this is it. I think it's done. Welmu, I think there's a very, very small chance he could have died with this massive Tempest army if Stephano played it right. With the Void Rays in addition to the Tempest, that's it. Game over. Game done. I think Welmu has it here. We're going to see a nice bit of a flank here with some Vipers, but these guys have an insane range. They know where it is. He thought maybe he was going to see him A-moving on the hatchery and sort of get some free snipes in, but Welmu turned around, scared them away quite easily, and the Void Rays coming out. On the ground, Stephano did take out that 5th base, but I mean, who really cares? You can't take out this army, and the army is the only thing that matters right now. There's no way we're going to be seeing a base race in this situation. Stephano cannot hope to take out all of Welmu's buildings. So that's it. He's got to take out the army, and he can't. He just can't with what he's got. It's impossible. There's 7 corruptors. That's it. Every time he goes anywhere near this army, he loses tons of units. So that's it. All we're waiting for is the GG at this point. Yeah, that's it. GG. Where is the GG? We're going to be seeing it. He's actually Mothership Core warping out of here. Over to this side. He's seen a ton of Swarm Hosts moving out across the map. He's going to take this opportunity to take them out, and Stephano just says, well played. Well played. Maybe he was trying to try for a base race with all these guys. The only thing he had left, no point leaving them back at home because, you know, it's all air units anyway, so you can't attack them. So maybe give it a try. Welmu Wharf back, and it's just like GG right there. So, yeah, that's it. Game done, and Welmu takes out a very, very nice victory. So, that's the game right there. And I gotta say, this is one of the reasons why if you're going for mass Swarm Host, Hydras are a great idea to go along with the Swarm Host. You need a few things, like you need the Swarm Host, you need to get a ton of Spore Crawlers all over the place, you need to back them up with Hydras and Corruptors. So obviously Corruptors are great, but Hydras are really great as well. They take care of all the annoying units like Void Rays and Tempest, which can threaten the Swarm Host. And I mean, if you're facing Tempest, Spore Crawlers don't do crap for you. And if you're facing a full air army, like we saw, Corruptors start to be less and less useful because you just see Void Rays everywhere. So that's where Hydras start to come in. Now, I will give some credit to Welmu there, and I will give some straight up fact. When you've got this many Tempers and you've got a 4-base Protoss macro, it's very, very unlikely that any amount of Hydras is going to keep you in the game, let alone let you win the game, because these guys can shred Hydras all over the place. But in general terms, if you're looking at just a few Tempests and they're countering your Swarm Hosts and they're countering your Spore Crawlers, Hydras are the way to go. If you're seeing Void Rays and Tempests and all that sort of stuff, then Hydras are going to help you out. So that's it. Game done. Thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you guys tomorrow with another one. Stay tuned.